white tiger.
When we saw the creature that gets born only once every generation. The white tiger.
Movie review. Alright, so this movie, if you go to IMDb, the description of it is the epic journey of a poor Indian driver who must use his wit and cunning to break free from servitude to his rich masters and rise to the top of the heap. Balram is a servant. He's paid, but he is called a servant.
Desire to be a servant had been bred into me.
Also, I thought castes were abolished in India, like they didn't really exist anymore. But apparently they do, according to this movie, that there's a high class and a low caste.
Balram's journey from a childhood of rural poverty is a reflection on modern India and explores inequality, corruption, class struggle and poverty in one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
Here in India, there are only two kinds of people. Those with big bellies and those with small bellies.
Well, anyways, Balram is a low caste. They ask him in the movie and he's like, I'm a low caste. I'm not going to go more into it because I don't really understand the caste culture, but this movie does talk about it, and I think a lot of this movie is showing how the caste culture, if you're from a low caste, just throws you into crime. We see similar things in everywhere. When you start out very, very desperate, you get desperate. And then we have a movie of how Balram is going to get to the top. Also, he goes to drive for this family and he says usually when servants work for rich people, if the servants ever steal from them, they find their whole family and they kill them all. And then Balram says, I would do the same. This is in like the first 10 minutes. I was like, whoa. Also, Priyanka Chopra, I think, is in this movie.
I'm Pinky, nice to meet you.
She's like the biggest name in this movie. She's good in it, but she's the third main star, and they label her as like the first main star on like everything just because she's in it. The person who I really enjoyed was this guy who played a guy called Ashok.
I want to be a driver for your son.
Hey, I'm Ashok.
Ashok is Balram's master, and Shakeel is like the nice guy of his family.
Hey, don't do that. Balram, I got it. No worries. Dude, seriously, I got it.
Shakeel is like the super nice guy, but the whole time I was thinking, what? Shakeel's just too nice. Balram is still a servant. Balram is always like, hello. He's very good at acting nice. So it's an actor acting as Balram, and Balram is acting like he's the nicest guy in the world.
Do you know what the internet is?
No, sir. But I could drive to the market right now, sir, and get as many as you want.
Nah, it's okay.
Which is interesting because that's what we do in the corporate culture, right? You have to put on your happy face. At some points it is true, but at other points you're like, can you stop? Can you just back up? Stop yelling at me. Keep your 6 feet distance. We're in a pandemic. The movie did keep my interest the whole time. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe.